Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Universal Orlando's Volcano Bay construction update. I'm Jim from wildgravitytravels.com, welcoming you to gloomy Orlando, Florida. A little cloudy today. Several things to notice from this angle starting off. This grand angle from Cabana Bay. First of all, we've noticed some guest pathways, what looks to be guest pathways in place right here along the outskirts of what will be the wave pool area in front of the volcano. Also, just to the left side of the volcano, as we zoom in here, we see some new slide pieces are going into place, have gone into place, and still waiting some more pieces to go there. As we come on around to the other side, we can see the play structure supports, or what we think will be the water splash play structure supports, and an opening in the side of the volcano here, which is likely for the Lazy River interactive section entry. As we pull out, we can also see a little bit of the water coaster with some of the roof toppings we told you about last time, as well as a new addition, more dome-like looking one. We'll take a look at that more once we get out into Turkey Lake. Over here along the Lazy River, on the other side of the park, we notice the start of a bridge coming into place. This won't be the first bridge we've noticed. We've actually noticed some bridges over here by this slide complex. So overall, the buildings are making great progress all around. From this angle, we can see several of them receiving their work. We can still see pieces of the volcano at the base for facade work. However, the volcano itself is looking very concrete. Lots of places are actually starting to look done as the scaffolding is pulled away. And we're noticing a darker grayish, blackish hue or color to the volcano as more work is done each day. Now in our next angle, we're going to start taking a look at the entrance to Volcano Bay, or what will be the entrance to Volcano Bay. So taking a look at the entrance area for Volcano Bay, we see the letters have gone up, which we reported on last time. We're now seeing some forms come into play underneath that big roof structure for concrete coming soon, hopefully. In the main shuttle loop, we see most of the concrete work is done. There's some trucks and that sitting there now, most likely working on that underneath section of the entrance area. And panning over just a little bit, we see, as we look towards I-4, we can kind of see the shuttle road coming into play a little bit. And right here is the Shuttle Bridge under the new roadway for the on-ramp to I-4. Off in the distance here, as we wrap around, you can kind of see a dirt path kind of forming. That is the Shuttle Bus Roadway. We are 99% sure of that. From this next angle, we can see a closer look at the Shuttle Bus Bridgeway right there, and the entrance area to what will be Volcano Bay. This building's been coming up. We're not quite sure what it represents yet. However, it has been making some progress, and there we see the Y again of Volcano Bay's signage for entrance. So taking a look at this angle from Cabana Bay, we can see back towards the entrance area. There's the yellow rooftop structure from the entrance and some of that rock work being completed that we've been showing you for the last few updates. This is the backside of an infrastructure building, could be a gift shop and or a restaurant, possibly even showers and restrooms for the entrance to the park. As we slide on over, we can see more of that guest pathway being worked on there through that rooftop structure. We see a lot more guest pathway structure going into place. Here again off in the distance, we can also see some of those new slide pieces that have gone up. This will probably be our last good angle to see that. We can also see some other buildings in that area that have gone up, as well as another roof structure just sitting off the side of the volcano. That could be for a cabana. So from this angle, we can see Hanu and Aikamoana. The queue steps have actually developed a lot more since our last update, now having 4 rows of entry. And a lot more work being done on the pipework as well. As we can see, the pipework all climbing through the support structure all the way up to the top of the slide entry. We showed you the slide entry last week. And there we can see still waiting on the rooftop structure for these two slides. But for the most part, this area is complete other than that rooftop. We've also seen the tube lift conveyor go into place recently. It looks to be mostly completed as well. Taking a closer look at Hanu and Aiko Moana, as we come to this angle, as I was just talking about needing the roof structure, we've actually now found it from this angle. It appears to be sitting right here on the ground. So we would expect that to be lifted into place on a much less windy day than today. We also notice some of the workers here are working on some of that pipe work I talked about from our last angle spot. That pipe connects right to this part of Hanu, coming out of that first half pipe type element. And then looking on over, we see a building getting more completed out in front with more roof structure and like entryway
Also from
structure.
this angle,
we can see continue to see the lazy river underneath of Hanu and Aiko Moana. You can kind of see that color detail we were talking about in our last update, and you can see that they've actually completed it over here as well. All of the red line coloring with the kind of seafoam green tile work there.
Taking a look from the street now, we can see Puhi as well as the volcano there on the left. Not a whole lot of changes going on, except for we're noticing more completion of that covered bridge area there, as well as all of the little slide pieces are mostly in on that saucer slide. Over at the volcano, as we zoom in, we can really just see more of that work we've been talking about, with the darker concrete work going on. Still a lot of scaffolding pretty much surrounding the volcano. The mouth of the volcano even has been getting some work done recently. Here closer to where we're standing is this slide complex that's been done the longest. We also see some of that themed rock work really close by. And here in a minute when we go down the street, we're gonna see some trees actually now being delivered to the construction site. So down here, just a little further down the pathway, we can see some of those trees. Looks like a couple may be getting ready to be installed if they're not already installed or planted, if you will. We're also seeing some more steel structure sitting on the ground here. There you can also get a good shot of some of the water coaster, that green flume there with the hand railing. But again, we see some of the first trees now arriving on property. Here also with a zoom shot, we can see some of the lighter brown facade work or facade panels for the volcano Krakatoa Mountain. So over here to wrap up, everybody, we see the top of that roof structure for Hanu and Aiko Moana. It's right there on the ground. We showed you a better shot of that once we were in that Cabana Bay building there in the background. Looking back over towards the volcano, we can see a lot of details there. As I pointed out in our last angle, we saw some of the panels. You can actually see some of them are stacked on the scaffolding waiting for installation. And there's a look at the almost finished temple building there at the base of the volcano, which we started to show you as it was under progress last time. So that'll pretty much wrap up our Volcano Bay video update for this time. I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. My name's Jim, and our website is wildgravitytravels.com. The link to the post of the still photos related to this video will be in the description of the video. Thanks for watching.